Alrighty, so we are January 26th. Hey, so today was workout B. So this is the 6th workout of the year. The first, So there was 2 workouts this year that weren't in the consolidated program fashion, but all the other ones were. Okay. So I believe this is workout number 6 of the year, if my counting is correct. So this is the deadlifts and dips day. It is Monday, my dudes. So the deadlifts, now that I'm upping the weight, because last time I did, what was it last time? Last time I did workout B, January 12th. It was the warm-up with 135, and since I didn't know how to count, did 9 reps instead of 10 for that, and then the actual intensity set was 225 for 14 reps. Somehow I didn't know how to count then either. I thought it was 20, but anyway, it was 14 last time I did this. And the dip was 3-ish reps, failed on 3rd rep, so I supersetted the dips that time. Now, fast forward to workout B again, right? So previously January 12th, now January 26th. Okay, so deadlifts, warm up, 135 pounds, 10 reps. I might have even did 11 just because I wanted to make sure I at least got 10, because I think, anyway, my counting seems to be off when I do this. And then I did another warm up of 225 times 3 reps, right? Because now I'm getting into that kind of Mike Mentzer style of where you do, I don't know what the exact percentage is of what Mike said. I think I might remember the percentage of what Dorian said, but it's kind of keeping closer to Mike's form here, or Mike's methodology on this, where essentially whatever percentage of weight this is of the high intensity set, this is a little bit less than that high intensity set would be. So the second warm-up set, because the last time I did 1 warm-up set, this time I did a second warm-up set, 225 times 3. Mike was talking about how this set would be, however he put it, essentially closer to the high intensity set weight, just to kind of mentally prepare for that high intensity set weight. And so then now the high intensity set, so those 2 warm-up sets out of the way, the high intensity set for deadlifts this week was 275 pounds times 4 reps. I believe I failed on the 5th rep, if my counting was actually accurate this time. I think I felt the back start to cave a bit more early on, and the amount of struggle that was beginning to kick in with the back caving, I decided to end that 5th rep there. Could I have tried to pull a little bit harder and longer, something like that? Maybe, but once the back starts to cave, is there a higher potential risk of injury? Let's say possibly, right? So I called that rep there, so failed on probably the 5th rep. But 275 pounds compared to the 225, right? So that is putting an extra 50 pounds total on the bar. So what does that look like? It looks like a 25-pound plate added onto each side in addition to the 225 that's already there, as you see in the video before this little debrief here. So now the dips. I didn't actually... So first off, I wrote down the wrong number in the dip section. I wrote down my deadlifts intensity set in the dip section, so I had to scratch that out. I didn't even count the dips. I did count, but I didn't go to my notebook right away and write it down and retain the accurate number. I think I got 4 or 5. Or maybe I failed on the 5th. Whatever it was a little bit more than last time, because last time was 3-ish. Let's call it 5-ish or 4-ish. I'll put the number on screen at some point while I'm saying this of what the actual amount of full reps was, as you may have already seen because it was on the screen somewhere. But anyway, so The dips was not supersetted as fast this time as it was last time. Maybe it wasn't even supersetted. Because, like, how quickly afterwards does it have to be considered a superset? Maybe it depends on who you ask. But I did a set of dips after, like, let's say within, like, 30-ish seconds. Now, and that's it. And so, increase the weight on the deadlifts, right? Only got the 4 reps, if I counted correctly. But I'm going to keep the weight there. Next time I do workout B, I'm going to keep that weight and just go for more reps, maybe 6 reps, maybe 8. We'll see what happens. And I'll basically keep this weight till I hit 10 or past 10. Then I'll probably add another like 20 pounds or something. We'll figure it out when we get there. That's the confidence, eh? Or that sounds like confidence, regardless of whether I am or not. And then for the dips, I'm just going to keep doing body weight dips probably till I get to like 10 or 15 reps, something like that. Then maybe I'll start getting that weight belt thing with the chain on it that allows you to put a plate on yourself or below yourself hanging there. Because I believe our gym has one of those belts with the chain hookup thing on it. So I'll probably just start doing that eventually, later on. Or just go slower on the dips or hold at the bottom longer, like pausing at the bottom longer. Some kind of way to make the dips either more heavier or more intense or something. But just keeping with this formula, you know what I mean? So now, that's it for workout B for today. After workout B was done, I just did some steps on the self-propelled treadmill. I did that for about an hour. So probably, on the machine it said I did just under 250 calories. So that's it for workout B on Monday. And then next workout, the next Monday, it'll be workout A again, and then we'll see what happens with the squat and the pull downs. Going to keep the pull downs weight at the same weight. Going to increase the squat weight by, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I will put it to 275 from 225 just to kind of keep it uniform with the deadlifts, or if I'll just add, like another 20 pounds or something, or 20 pounds to each side. Well, then that would not be that much of a difference from adding 25 pounds to each side. We'll see if I increase it by 20 to 40 pounds. We'll see what happens. See how we're feeling. But yeah, that's the summary, kind of, sort of, maybe, at least part of the summary. That's what I'll say, and we'll leave it there. So in conclusion, things I'm going to say are working. Around the 6th or 7th day, at least this week, it feels like the arms feel a little bit more swollen, like in a good way. So maybe, hopefully, that's the growth happening. We're going to continue to see how this experiment plays out, because you probably really need more of the long-term data, and that's going to be evident on if the strength keeps increasing. As soon as I squat 315 for reps, or deadlift 315 for reps, like essentially more than 1 rep, then we know something good is happening here, because I've never done that ever for like full or roughly full range of motion reps. So anyway, I'll leave that there. Thanks for watching.